afternoon. It's Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. Welcome to The Encounter, where we connect church, community, and Christ. I am Minister Katina Barnes. I'm hanging out today with our First Lady, Reverend Dr. Janelle Riddick. How you doing?
Hello, I am great. Good afternoon.
Notice how I emphasized August the 10th.
Listen, I don't know what happened to summer, but it was like hello and goodbye.
And goodbye. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. We are winding down to end out 2022. Before you know it, we'll be talking about watch night service, right?
Wow.
Yes. But God has been faithful this year. It's been an eventful year, right? But God is blessing. He's blessing us. And we have to keep trusting him. And, before we know it, we'll be entering 2023. And that's a huge blessing in itself. Mm-hmm. Yes, right. So let's jump in. Let's jump into our community news. There's a lot going on in our community and our church. Our first thing that we want to remind you all, there's still time for you to gain some fresh fruits and vegetables at all the farmers markets that we have around our community. We have our Chesapeake Health Department farmers market that occurs every Wednesday. Just missed it. It ends at 1, but it's every Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Chesapeake Health Department. We also have the Ghent Farmers Market each Friday from 4 to 7, and that's at the Collie and Spotswood location. There's a farmers market in Portsmouth every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then there is a farmers market in Suffolk at the Bridgeport community, which is 3800 Bridge Road. So there's still some time to get some fresh vegetables and support some of the local farmers and local artists.
Awesome. Don't forget about the outdoor sculpture exhibit that we have happening at the, I believe it's at the...
It's the Portsmouth Cultural Arts Center.
That's right.
Yes.
The Portsmouth Cultural Arts Center. And there's the outdoor, there's an indoor component as well. And we've been kind of sharing with you that if you are a veteran or educators, there are discounts for the indoor portion as well. So again, it's running now through October the 16th. So feel free to jump in and get those some of those last minute staycation trips or events in before summer ends. Gladys Knight. The legendary Gladys Knight will be in Hampton Roads. She is coming on August the 14th, and she's going to be at Chrysler Hall. So not here at St. Mark, but she'll be here at Chrysler Hall. And so, of course, tickets are on Ticketmaster. Just letting you know in case you are a Gladys fan.
I don't know that Gladys Knight. I don't think so. She's been to Hampton Road. I don't recall, but that's super cool to have Gladys Knight, the legendary Gladys Knight in our community, right?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
The Chesapeake, actually the health department, Virginia Health Department is calling all Chesapeake students. There is a back to school immunization clinic. It was held on August the 6th and 9th, and the next one will be August the 16th. 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at Portlock Primary School. You can scan the QR code to pre-register to get your students up to date and with their immunizations for the school year, because before you know it, our children will be going back to school. So make sure you, if you're a Chesapeake resident, make sure you do what you need to do to go out and support the health department and to have your kids immunized.
Awesome. Symphony by the Sea concert series is happening on Thursdays at Neptune's Park, Virginia Beach from 7:30 to 9 p.m. And remember, this event is free. This is a free event. And so again, if you want to just hear some good music out under the stars, this is an opportunity for you.
That's right. And we have our St. Mark highlights. There's a lot going on in St. Mark, you all. You don't have to do everything, but we want you to do something, right?
Yes. Yes.
Our free swap shop that is sponsored, hosted by the Tribe of Gad, will be held on August the 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is an opportunity for the community to come out and gain some gently used clothing, shoes, books, all kinds of things. There'll be a raffle. You can donate items as well. You can donate items, you can donate money, and all of our proceeds will go towards the St. Mark Christian Academy. If you are interested in supporting in any way, you can contact Sister Monique Leek or Deaconess Clementine Cone.
Yeah. And that's neat. And all the proceeds from that are going to be given to the St. Mark Christian Academy. So that is awesome. And again, something new and different. So,
it is.
Yeah, excited about that. You mentioned it, Minister Katina, that it's back to school time. So we're having the immunization clinics and all kinds of things that are going on. And certainly we here at St. Mark are excited and ready for our young people to go back to school, believing in advance for a great school year. And so on the fourth Sunday of this month, August the 28th, we are going to have our back to school Sunday. Our young people will be in worship with us, and we are going to certainly have some goodies for them, right? Some for like those fresh, something about a fresh backpack with some new paper and new folders, right?
Yes.
It's just kind of get you off to a good start. So on the fourth Sunday, August 28th, we're going to pray over our young people and send them back to school in style. If you want to donate any items to be placed for the giveaway, we ask that you will give it to the church office by the 21st. That's next Sunday. So by the 21st, if you want to donate, of course, paper or pencils, school supplies, that kind of thing, you can donate. And then also ministries, many ministries have already stepped in and wanted to help with the back to school drive. And so ministries are able to donate 6 book bags or $60. Some will just say, hey, here's a donation, go shop for the things that the students need. And so again, if you are part of a ministry or if you are a congregant who just wants to be a blessing to some young people, you can bring those school supplies into the church office, and we're going to bless the supplies and the students and teachers and everybody on the 28th.
That's right. I was talking to one of my friends who is an educator, and if you want to support the back to school drive, take a look at some of the schools list, like on their websites, like the supply list. Take a look at some of the supply lists and see what teachers and what schools are needing, so that you're not buying things that really aren't, necessary. So that's a good idea if you want to participate as well and donate some supplies. Take a look at, and a lot of the materials are the same.
Right.
Some districts have a variety of difference, but yeah, just take a look at the supply list and see what you can choose off those supply lists and donate.
Yep. Yes.
All right. I am excited. We have a couple of things going on with our youth and our young adults. Our campus ministry, headed up by Minister Gavin and Minister Jasmine Smith. We are looking for volunteers to assist us. Minister Gavin will be on the campus of ODU, and I think he's in talks and doing some things at Norfolk State, I think, as well. And then our youth ministry, if you prefer the younger, we are 5 to 17, 18. We are also looking for volunteers as well. You can sign up at the link that you see listed. Visit Linktree / St. Mark VA to sign up. So if you have a passion for children and for college students, we need you. We really need you. So sign up, and we look forward to having you and supporting this ministry.
Yes. The young adults, as you mentioned, do have a lot of great things coming up. There's a karaoke night that is being hosted on August the 20th at 7 p.m. So we're excited about that. Do you want to talk a little bit about that event?
Sure. So our young adult ministry is the Grownish ministry, kind of stepping out of that under your parents' wing and kind of stepping into adulthood. Our Grownish ministry, they will have a karaoke night, as Reverend Jay indicated, on August the 20th. Just come out and have a good time. This event will be held at 1300 Crossways Boulevard in Chesapeake. And this is also an opportunity to discuss our September outing. I'm super excited about this, but the Elizabeth River Gospel Fest, we are planning to attend the Gospel Fest as a group. So we would love to have you come on out to the karaoke night, have a little bit of fun, some food, and some conversation about how we will implement and get together for the Gospel Fest.
Yes, awesome. Awesome. We have so much coming up in the month of September and October. So it is, how timely is it that we're having our sabbatical to rest and to listen? Remember, it's we rest from some of our consistent activity, but we listen to the Lord for kind of, what's next. We want to finish the year strong. So September and October are going to be full months for us. As you see there on the screen, during October, we're going to be celebrating our 120th. That's a lot of years. God is faithful, that God has blessed and kept St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church. And so all month long, there's going to be exciting ways to celebrate what God has done and is doing. And so what a great time. So teams and committees and individuals are working now to make that a grand celebration. So we're excited to roll out all the things that will be happening, but do know that October is coming and we are ready to celebrate. Before we get to our church anniversary in October, there are, in addition to our young people going back to school in September, our women's ministry will be fresh off a sabbatical and ready to serve. And so our women's retreat is back and we are super excited. Our women's retreat is going to be happening September the 16th through the 17th. And there is a link there if you want to go ahead and register, also at Linktree /St. Mark VA. Again, September the 16th and the 17th, that Friday and Saturday, is going to be awesome. I can tell you, it's going to be a 2-day experience. We're going to start off right here Friday night with Ladies Night In. And so we're going to have a great time of fellowship. So if you're looking to connect with your sisters, if you're looking to grow spiritually, if you just want, kind of get out of a routine that you may find yourself in, this is a wonderful weekend where you're going to stretch. You can stretch yourself. So we're going to be here Friday the 16th for our Ladies Night In from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Then on that Saturday, we're going to come back. It is a All Sisters on Deck beach theme. So I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. You're going to get pampered. I know you love the beach.
Yes.
Right? So we are super excited. So we're going to be here. We're going to have some of our ministers from St. Mark are going to be blessing us. We will have some powerful speakers from outside as well coming to minister with us. And again, you're going to have some pampering that happens. And so you'll be amazed at what we're going to pack into these 2 days. And so we are looking forward to that. Our women's ministry chairs are diligently praying and even now. So go ahead and mark your calendars and plan for it. The whole weekend is only $50. That covers all your meals, everything for the weekend. And so go ahead and mark your calendars for a wonderful time. I'm looking forward to it. Also, that very next weekend, I tell you, everywhere is moving. That very next weekend, Celestial Baptist Church, which is right down the street from us, Pastor Lawrence, their ministry is hosting a trip to Women Thou Art Loosed conference, and I'm sure many of you probably have heard about. They are putting together a trip, a bus trip, to go to Atlanta, September the 22nd through the 24th. And so if you're interested in that, you can get more details from Celestial. The email address is cbcwomenonthemove@gmail.com. And they're excited about taking this trip to what I believe is the grand finale farewell of the Women That Are Loosed. And so September 22nd through the 24th. And we just want to share that, as of course, Reverend Lawrence is family to St. Mark and an endeavor that they're doing. And so they are welcoming women from our church and community to come and go with them. And so you can get more details about that event as well. Yeah.
Excellent. When I see this screen here, this announcement for the church anniversary, it makes me feel like there's a gala or something on the I'm having that feeling.
Right. It's going to be grand. We're going to try to make it as grand as possible, because God, as you mentioned earlier, God has just been so faithful.
Yes.
And 120 years of anything is a long time, but when you look at the institution of the church and that how it's blessed the people in the church and of the community, how families have been strengthened, it's just an exciting time through a pandemic. I mean, we have so much to celebrate.
Absolutely.
I mean, just the incredible consistency of God. And so that's one of the things about anniversary is you celebrate the consistency of God, right? From day to day, week to week, year to year. So we're excited about October. It'll be here quick.
Yeah, I'll be saying that this is October.
Right.
Our Connect groups will begin. A new round of Connect groups will begin September the 18th. Again, our Connect groups are a way for our members and some of the community. You don't have to, for some of them, you don't have to be a member of St. Mark, but it's a way to keep you connected. And there's a whole host of different types of Connect groups. If you are interested, please email us at stmarkconnect@gmail.com to sign up and to also find out what type of Connect groups there are. Okay. This is just an additional way. As we said, there's so many things going on and maybe everything isn't for you, but I hope there's something that tickles your fancy that, you're interested in. And if there's a Connect group that doesn't speak to you, I bet we can start one.
Yes. Yes. And don't forget the multiple ways that you can be reached out to. We are on Praise Radio 104.9 every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. We also have our virtual vitamins still being offered on Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. via Zoom. So again, there are a host of ways. Our Holy Grounds takes place every other Sunday. And so listen, we want to make sure that there is a format, there's a way that you can get and receive what God has for you. Remember, like God tells us in his word that he wants to take us from glory to glory. So there's a progression, right? And so we want to continue to grow. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And so we all want to continue to grow. So there's so many ways, right? We have Wednesday nights, we have Sunday mornings, of course, worship on Sunday, radio on Saturday, a host of ways that your spirit can be fed.
That's right.
Amen. We are continuing to pray for our entire St. Mark family, those who have lost loved ones. We are continuing to pray. And I think that's important to note, because sometimes after the homegoing services have happened for people, I think, people kind of may not call as much and may not touch base as much. But that's really when people need our prayers, the most. And so please continue to pray for those that you may know of. Of course, we share some here on the encounter, but some are announced on Sunday during worship. But if you know of those who've lost loved ones or those who are battling illness, please continue to keep them lifted up. That's one thing that we never want to get weary or tired of doing. So we're praying for our entire church. We're praying for our schools as our educators are preparing to go back. We're praying for fresh mindsets, for them, for our community. We're praying that God will cover and keep our community. We're praying not just for our church, but for the body of Christ, right? that that God will just continue to do great things throughout the body of Christ. We're praying for the family of Sister Tandra Baxter Lewis on this afternoon. And again, there may be additional names that you have, but listen, prayer works. And so please continue to keep each other lifted up in prayer.
That's right. And we have our word from this past Sunday. Let me tell y'all a little secret. Our pastor preached this past Sunday. Let me just tell you, he preached. He preached about rewards of a godly retreat. Just take a step back sometimes, right? Take a step back and allow him to do his work. Like, get out the way, right. Take a step back. And that step back could be at the beach. It could be just getting your mind, just whatever it is, just letting it go and let God do his thing. Because there's definitely rewards of stepping back. You'll see the blessings, just double blessings just coming. So I think we do have a word of the week.
He's in the Philistine land. They talking about her to the king. Let me just pause there and say that your reputation is not what you've done today. Your reputation is what God has watched you do over time. God, if I could, I try not to break homiletical rules by asking too many questions, but let me just toss this out, breaking all the rules. What will you be remembered for? This woman walks in the door, and when she walks in the door, after 7 years, Gehazi remembers that God had touched her life. What will you be remembered for? Not when we roll you down the aisle. No, that's too cynical of a thought. I'm talking about tomorrow, when God and the angels have their weekly staff meeting and they review what they heard and saw that nobody else heard and saw you do last week. What will you be remembered for? I don't know. I'm not going to meddle. I'm not even going to try to guess. Maybe I'll just ask another question since I've already broken the preaching rules. What do you remember God for? Oh, only 5 people clap. Maybe you don't remember him like I remember him. I remember him to be a way out of nowhere. I remember him when I fell off a motorcycle. My arm fell out of place, but he kept my mind and kept my heart beating. I remember him when I was wilding out in college. He didn't forget about me and let me go, but he still brought me back in. It was love that lifted me. I remember when the money was low, somehow there was still gas in the tank, and I could still get some food. I couldn't buy ketchup, so I get the ketchup from the Chick-fil-A and the ketchup from the Burger King, and I'd hold that for a little while until I got some change where I could buy my own fancy ketchup. I'm saying I remember him. I remember when I ran out of gas on the side of the street. It won't but 10 minutes before somebody came by and said, I know you. Let me give you a ride so that I can put some gas in. I remember him when I fell low. He picked me up. I said, God will build your reputation.
Yeah. When you step back, it just allows you, our pastor said, allows you to reevaluate, like take yourself out of the situation,
right?
Causing you to kind of reevaluate. And in that retreat period, God is working on your reputation, and also you're becoming restored. So please take some time to retreat, step back, and watch God bring those blessings your way. Absolutely. What a powerful word. We encourage you to go back and listen. Mm-hmm. Even if you listened to it again, listen to it again.
Yes. Remember that busyness does not equate to being about God's business. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of times, people are just exhausted, but when they evaluate, when they go back and look, it's like, okay, was I really doing what God called me to, or was I just doing stuff? But sometimes you don't know unless you take that intentional, it's a year, right, of intentional increase, unless we're intentional about taking that time. It's not just going to happen. You're not just going to happen to get, 5 extra hours in the day, right? So we want you to be intentional about resting. So this is the moment, because again, and I found that when you are intentional and obedient to rest, that God does refuel you for what's next. And we just believe that God has a great next for all of you.
That's right. That's right. We want you to stay connected. Do not forget to follow us on our social media outlets. We have Facebook and Instagram, and you can catch us on the radio. Go to our website. There are so many ways to stay connected with us, and we want you to do that. Again, I think we say this probably every week, but we mean it. You don't have to do this journey all by yourself. You're not meant to. So please stay connected. And don't forget, our Bible study is this evening on site as well as online. There may be some changes coming up, so just stay tuned. But tonight we will see you, and we look forward to seeing you. We look forward to supporting you. We look forward to continuing to pray for you. And remember to always lift Jesus and love others, and make sure you live your best life. Be blessed.